everyone, Phoenix here, and welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and this is going to be the finale. So we're not going to be around with this video because we're in the middle of the final battle with Clockwork. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we have to wait. Wait, how do you... Oh, okay. I'm so used to using the right analog stick to shoot. I forgot you gotta press and hold the square button. And I got screwed up there. What we have to do is we have to wait until Carmelita Fox give us an opening with her little ray gun thing or whatever. Avoid his attacks, and then whenever you get the highlighted part, you go ahead and shoot it. This doesn't look right because I'm essentially shooting it in the butt. But okay, that works.
You're the weakest Cooper I've yet encountered.
We got his other part of the wing.
You cannot escape me.
And I don't even think I was hitting his wing there. Oh, I was hitting him apparently.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him!
Yeah, right.
Wow, that's one tough owl.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. Then the Cooper line will be erased, and the only master thief will be Clockwork.
Dang, so you're just gonna take all the credit, huh? Now this part you have to go ahead and fly through the hoops. And after the session, you go ahead and shoot the highlighted part of Clockwork. Now be careful because these rings do get a bit faster. So as soon as they appear, hurry up and try to get in its zone. And the parts of where Carmelita shoots, they're gonna be, her portions are gonna be smaller and smaller. Perfect. Okay, so far so good. Nothing too tough. I just have to be careful because I think if you die at any point of this boss battle, you're warped all the way to the beginning of it.
Now's your only chance, Sly! You've got to get to his head and destroy it before his auto...
I am.
You are... I don't even know what the hell he said.
Flowers. Never. Lava team.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Feet together. I will live.
Okay, so far so good.
Immortal.
Woo! Get... No! Wait, I'm stuck. I was stuck. What the crap?
Cooper! You will never be rid of me. Clockwork.
Yeah, whatever.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. And thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
That was kind of mean. Just left her there. Well, this is the part where I'm supposed to go and reflect back on the game, which, I mean, I guess I could, but there is one thing we have to do. The Thievius Raccoonus is not complete. We still have that chest that we have to open for from Fire in the Sky, which is Panda King's hub world or stronghold or whatever. We also missed 2 clue boxes in that level, so not only just opening the chest, we also have to get those clue boxes in order to actually open it. And then we'll be able to get to see the last scene, and the Thievius Raccoonus will be completed, and then that will be that. I guess I can say what I do like about the game and what I don't. Obviously, I do like the game. It's definitely a blueprint of later games in the series. It's very bare bones as far as the story. It's a little bit, interesting, but I mean, it's standard platformer stuff. They put some effort into it. I do like the art design. Some of the voice actors are kind of hit and miss for me. Like Miss Ruby's, her voice is irritating to me. Panda King's and Clockwork's voice, however, is pretty good, along with Sly, Bentley, and Mori. I don't like Mori's character, not in this game, but they do trim out his character in the sequels. You really thought Clockwork was going to be done and over with? No. That scream reminded me of Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Thievius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
いやー危なかった。ま、カルマリータちゃんには悪いけど、今回も俺様たちの勝ちだ。このデータファイルがあれば、父ちゃんの敵が撃てる。あれはまだ俺が子供の頃だ。よく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ。俺様の一族は代々伝わる義族の家系。そして受け継がれた技をまとめたのがこのラクーナの秘伝書だ。その洗練を極めた忍びの技だが、そこには必ず守らなければいけない厳しい掟があった。義族たる者、名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ、善人からは奪わない。ところが俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになった夜、突然5人のギャングがやってきた。奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんを、そしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ。大切なラクーナの秘伝書を。奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがった。きっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえ。そして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入った。だがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ。天才発明家、頼れる相棒ベントレー、そしてマーレ。食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ。仲間と一緒に俺様は父ちゃんの敵を討ち、そして秘伝書を取り返す。クーパーの名前に恥じない義族になれるか、それとも失敗してご先祖の顔に泥を塗るのか。さあ俺様たちの運命はどっちだ。
Alright. So, reflecting back on my thoughts about the game, I don't like Mori's character, not in this game. They do fine-tune his character uh, in the sequels. Another thing that I don't like about the game is, like I said, the voice actor. The animations for some of the characters are a little off, especially Carmelita Fox's. Because whenever she just stands there, she just shakes her fist up and down in the air. It makes no sense whatsoever. But the gameplay of the game is good, but when we get to the sequels, it's so much better. The sequels, it's one of those situations like in Crash Bandicoot. Like, do I really have to watch this all over again? Because we already know what they're gonna say. It doesn't matter. It's like with Crash Bandicoot. Like the first game is good, but like the sequels does just blow that game out of the water. It's just like, unless you're going back for nostalgia purposes, there's no reason to go back to the first game. And that's how I feel about Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoon. There's no point of going back to Sly 1 when you've played Sly 2 and 3, unless you want to go for nostalgia purposes, or if you're just now getting into the series, I would suggest you play Sly Cooper 1, so you can be able to figure out what the crap is going on. Not that it matters, because in the game, they recap you of what goes on. So before you even start the second one. Now the third one, I'm not sure. I've never played the third one, surprisingly. But I'm playing this off the Sly collection, so it's just a matter of me, you know, sitting down and playing it or whatever. But overall, I do like this game, and I do recommend that you guys give this game a shot. And I said shot as she's, shooting at me. No pun intended. I promise there was no pun intended with that. But it is definitely worth your time. It's a very short game. It doesn't overstay its welcome, which is good. Which some games like to do a lot of. It's just like, okay, just let the game end already. I appreciate you giving me my money's worth, but this game needs to end. Oh boy. Like today, preferably. And I missed those 2 clue bottles, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss it again. Ooh, now that should have hit me. What am I missing? Oh, I'm too busy worried about clue bottles that I can't even focus to what the heck I'm supposed to do, and that's set off these fireworks. Bet you it's in an obvious spot too. It's like, how the heck did you miss that? Okay. Nothing back there. Nothing over there. Uh-oh. No. Okay. So far, I don't see it. We're not going to be able to... Well, we can play through the whole level, but we're not going to do that. We're just here to get our 2 clue bottles and our last piece of the... Oh, how did I miss that? Really? And a piece of the Thievius Raccoon is. Now that we have our 2 clue bottles, now all we have to do is just open up that last piece of the Thievius Raccoon is. So now I can just blaze through this level without being all extra cautious and whatnot. Well, I can still be... Well, I still need to be cautious because I don't want to get shot, but... You know what I mean. Oh! I completely missed that platform. Stupid checkpoint thing, get my jump. Alright, just let her shoot one more time. Okay. Oh, you butthole. Alright, are you gonna... Okay. Just don't shoot ahead of me, lady.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
What is it?
Multiple blood vessels burst in my brain while figuring this out. The code had better be 231.
I hope so. We have to backtrack to get this safe.
Amazing! Colonel Reed Cooper's time stopper technique. press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
At long last, the Thievius Raccoonus restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book. This is gonna be fun.
All right, well, they're going to run the credits again, so I got one more thing to add about what I don't like about the game, and then I'll go ahead and end the video because we already seen the credits. And looking at that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus, it reminded me that the power-ups in this game is not worthwhile. Granted, in the sequel, Sly 2, some of the upgrades are really hit and miss, but we'll get off more into that when we conquer that game. And speaking of that game, that is the next game that we will be doing on the channel when we revisit the Sly universe again. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed this game as much as I had enjoyed playing it or whatever. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in another weekend walkthrough or another Let's Play. So for the final time in Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, I'm Phoenix. And if you guys would like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.